It's a beautiful day in Eagle, Idaho. I wanted to make you a video on one of the many beautiful sunny days. But just as I was going to make this video, of course, the clouds decided to come and make it a little more challenging. But that's okay, because this video is actually filled with positivity. 2 years in Idaho. Is it everything I expected? Is it exactly what I thought it was going to be? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Okay, it's actually been more than 2 years. Did I know that there were going to be a million little bugs and gnats attacking me right now as I make this video? No. But I'm going to leave that in because that is real life right in front of your eyes. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what it's like approximately 2.5 years after having a place in Idaho. What is life like? Is it what you think it's going to be? I don't know. So I'm going to share my experiences so that you can have time to think about it, compare what I'm experiencing, and determine if that is the life you are looking for here in the Treasure Valley of beautiful Idaho. Are you ready? I'm excited. I'm being swarmed right now. They're harmless, but I'm going to eat a few of them in this video. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make a video. You're going to sit down. You're going to buckle up, get excited, because here we go. Hey everybody, it's your host here, Dave Baker, once again coming to you with the Idaho crew from fabulous Eagle, Idaho. Now, if it's your first time on the channel, you probably already know what to do, but what you want to do, if you don't, is tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video all about living here in Idaho, in the Treasure Valley, which means the Boise region and the suburbs, right? You've got Star, Kuna, Middleton, Caldwell, Eagle. You've got lots of places. Emmett, we've got video coming out about that too. And I'm even going to make a video about living in McCall, which is a beautiful, beautiful resort area in Idaho. Now, if you're thinking about moving out here, you can go over to idahocrew.com and make an appointment on the webpage. Or, of course, you can easily, as always, send me an email, send me a text message, give me a call on the phone, and a member of the team will be happy to help you with your move. And also, just so you know, if you're looking for commercial property anywhere in the Treasure Valley of Idaho, again, just reach out because we have members of the team standing by ready to help you. Now, today I'm going to walk through Eagle and I'm going to talk to you about my life experience having a place for about 2.5 years in Idaho. Is it everything I expected? Kind of, but there are a lot of things that I didn't know about, and I want to share those experiences with you and just talk to you about what life is like. Now, during this video, because it happens to be something called fly season, and I don't know if that just applies to flies or other little flying items that I have eaten during the making of this video, but you might see me move my hands in kind of a funny way as I try to swat some of them out of my face. Now, that's not everywhere all the time, but we are walking by some of the water, you know, the little ponds and things like that. So of course you're going to see a couple more of them. The best thing about living by a pond, by the way, which is an experience I don't know if you knew you could have here in Idaho, is that you get to see these ducks, geese, just other avian, birds and such. They're so amazing and they're so beautiful. And that's something I didn't really know there would be so many of when I came here. All right, because these little creatures, we'll call them, were getting a little aggressive. Of course, now they're gone. Anyway, I decided that I'm going to make this video taking you on a little tour of some neighborhoods because I have a windshield and it's going to make things a lot easier. All right, so let's talk about living in Idaho. What are the differences? What are some of the experiences and things that I really learned? Well, number one, there are a lot of family-focused events here. So if you're coming here with children, I will tell you that it's a different experience. I think it's actually incredibly desirable. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of things to do for families. Like I recently just attended a little festival. I attended a food truck event. I attended something that had some like inflatable devices and things like that. I've gone to a few different fairs and festivals on the weekends. And I will tell you there's a huge family focus here. And that's a big difference than other places. I have lived in, or at least spent a lot of time in Nevada. I've spent it in Oregon. And the level of shall I say, family events here, and the number of events I see that are family focused are very different. There are so many. Now, Oregon has a lot of that too, and I did see that in the Las Vegas area. I've seen it in California as well, but I will say that when you go to other places, you see a lot of events that are focused on adults, meaning like you have night markets, food events, festivals, fairs, and things like that. But I would say that the focus here is very much on children and family events. So if you're coming here with kids, I think it's amazing. You're going to have a lot to do in that sense. Okay, number 2 is the seasons. Now, again, I have lived in the Northwest before, but I want to tell you that when the seasons change here, as you can see right now, it's fall, so look how beautiful it is. It's just so incredibly pretty. But the difference is, compared to, say, Washington, especially Southwest Washington and Portland or different parts of Oregon, Northern Oregon, the seasons are different. It's not as cold in those places. But here in Idaho, I will tell you that when I wanted to go out for a walk in the winter, it was not easy for me. It was incredibly, incredibly cold. It was such a different experience. So for me, I will tell you that something I did not know is how cold it can get in the winter. Now, with the right down jacket, maybe some flannel pants or some flannel lined clothing, it won't be such a big deal. But I can definitely tell you that it's much colder than I expected, and that caught me off guard. Now, the seasons in general, yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. It gets really hot in the summer, though. Not always, not every day, but certain days. Let's take a quick look at this pond. Look how beautiful those homes are on the pond. Wow. I just love them. I just love them. The view. I mean, if nothing else you get from this video, just check out these houses. Look how beautiful they all are. And again, we are coming to you, we being me, coming to you from Eagle, Idaho, which is going to be a suburb to the west of Boise, after Garden City. So between Boise and Eagle is Garden City. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is another difference, and this is going to be along the social lines. It's going to be the social life here in Idaho. This is a tough one. So, coming from Las Vegas and Southern California, I can tell you that, I'm coming from a world where there's just tons of restaurants, tons of things to do all the time. Here, it's a little bit different. You don't have that same vibe. You don't have hundreds of restaurants, unlimited different cultural foods, right? So, for example, this is really funny, but I actually often ask people here if they've ever had Korean barbecue, and they kind of just look at me. Now, to be fair, there is a place called Cup Bop here. There's one in Boise, one in Eagle that I've seen, and I believe there's also one in Meridian. And that is not the Korean barbecue I'm talking about. I'm always talking about the kind where you cook your own food, right? It's a very, very different experience. So you just don't have the same level of, choices. So you're not going to have just thousands upon thousands of restaurants to choose from when you want to go eat. But to be fair, there are a lot of new options. By the way, the houses are getting so nice, I'm going to turn the camera around for the rest of this video. Let's do that. I'd like to give you all a little tour of these incredible houses. Now, it is getting a little bit dark out, but so what? You know what? Soak it in. It's amazing. Look at how beautiful these homes are. So back to the social life. I will tell you, if you're coming here, with kids and you're married, or you have a, significant other or a long-term relationship, it might be a little easier, especially if you're looking to have kids or already have kids. If you're coming here as a single person, I'm going to tell you, I think it's a lot different. Being single here is probably not super easy. And the reason I say that is because so many people already have their families established or they're in relationships, and it's an experience that I have to go through myself. And it's not easy when you're here. If you're coming here to find someone. If you're coming here to work and just live your life, that's one thing. But if you are coming here, and I have heard this come up in conversation, by the way. Oh, let's turn this camera on. Look at this. Wow, look at that house. Look at these houses. So beautiful. Pardon the shakiness, by the way. I wanted to take you on a tour in the golf cart. If you're coming here, yes, to find a spouse, or to find a significant other, if it were me, I would focus on the Boise region, or Boise itself, Boise City, like as in Boise proper, because that's where you're going to find a little more excitement, a little more action, more people going out, things of that nature. Hi. It's so nice everyone waves at you here. But yeah, what I was saying was, coming here as a single person to find someone, it's not easy. It's not single central, as I like to say. This isn't New York City. This isn't Las Vegas. This isn't Miami. This is Idaho. It's different. But that's going to roll me into the next topic. That's going to be something that I've really learned about the people. Okay, the next item on my list is the people. The people here are so nice, so kind, so genuine. Even though I know some of you think that people have moved from other states and they're not going to be like that, that's not the experience I've had. I've met nothing but just nice, incredible people. They're not superficial. They're not high maintenance, if you want to say words like that, whatever you want to say. The people are just so different, and I really think that that is one of the best things about Idaho. These amazing, amazing, amazing people. So if you're coming here as a single person to look for a quality person in your life, that is something you might find. So like I said, the budget's going to range from the budget you'll need to find a house, unless you want to have a smaller townhouse, is going to probably be in the 400s, 500,000 really to find single family homes, up to $1 million plus, $1.5 million or more. Speaking of homes, I want you to soak in something and take this in while I'm driving you around, is that you see one-story houses like this one. You still see one-story houses available. Now, there are a lot of beautiful two-story homes. Speaking of beautiful homes, look at this. Look at this water feature in front of this house. Wow! My gosh. I just love it. Sorry, I get excited when I make these videos. I want to make sure that you're soaking in the fact that you can get two-story and one-story homes. You actually, if you go to a lot of other places now, you're at the point where you're seeing three-story houses everywhere. But here, we still have one-story homes available. Look at these great RV garages. You look at these great, you'll see garages that are for boats. And you'll notice this is look at this one, for example. This is like a regular garage and then a mid-level garage. But there are some that have much taller garages, so you can fit your RV, your motorhome, whatever toys you like to have. I mean, you can have a serious garage out here. And once again, that's a feature of houses that I have not seen everywhere else. So this video is about what I've learned about living in Idaho. Well, what I've learned is that you have a huge variety of homes and a huge variety of options here because there's still land available. Now, has that affected me specifically? Well, no. So let's go back. I got a little excited making the video for you all about the houses because I am a fan of these beautiful houses. But things I've learned are definitely the people are very nice. People are very kind, and I'm so appreciative of the culture here. The culture is safe and clean and nice, and you don't have, well, you have that part of the culture, but then there are some things that are lacking, right? You do lack food options. You don't have things that are open late night. Obviously, that's a cultural difference coming from other places. But I will tell you that there seems to be demand because I've been seeing signs up at places saying we are open late and things of that nature. I'm seeing a lot of new restaurants pop in. In Eagle, you've got the Orchard Park area there on Linder and Chinden, where you have new restaurants opening. Gigadee's is open, which is a bar coming from Meridian. You have Olive Garden just opened, which is a chain, but it's okay. Mo Betta's Hawaiian food is now open there. So there are things opening. There are new things coming. Let's change sides. There are new things coming, but yeah, it's definitely a cultural difference from other places I've been and that I've lived in my life. And that is something noticeable for me. Now, if you're born and raised in Idaho, it's going to be different. If you're coming from the Midwest, it's going to be different. There's just a lot of different things depending on where you're coming from. If you're coming from a big city, or if you're coming from Miami, or you're coming from New Orleans, it's something totally different as well. It's just a really different experience for a lot of people. But I have found here that life is calm, life is relaxing. Now, if you're coming, again, if you work on the internet and wherever you go, it's all the same, it doesn't really matter, well, that's going to be different. But if you take advantage of the lifestyle here, the outdoors lifestyle that people here love so much, I think you're going to have an incredibly wonderful experience. And that's going to be, it's going to take you a minute, okay? I don't know how to explain this. And what I had to learn was that it takes a little time to get to know people here. It takes time to form a community. It takes time to make some friends. But it depends on how you're coming here. If you're coming here with nobody in your life, you're coming here with a family, it just depends on what you're coming with. If you're coming with a spouse, coming out here with a wife or a husband, it's going to be a little bit different. I think it'll be a lot easier. Personally, if you come here alone, I think you're going to really have to get yourself out there, take golf lessons, or get out on the links. You're going to have to go to events, whatever you can. Find people in your office if you have one. If you work from home, again, life is different. It's just different. If you're like me and you're out here making videos and you go to downtown Boise and you do different things and you go to coffee shops, you're going to also have a different experience. But I know I've gotten a little off topic in this video. I really hope you're soaking in these homes. I mean, these houses, by the way, are so nice. I just can't believe it. Now, not every neighborhood is going to have beautiful, beautiful homes everywhere, but you definitely have options. And if you're coming from a place like Oregon, like California, like New York, like these other places, the budget you have here might go further. Maybe, but I think you might actually be surprised. That's not a good surprise. Okay, let me turn the camera back around. I can't wait to show you more of these houses. I mean, are you soaking these houses in? Hopefully my voice is soothing you and getting you excited about living in Idaho, but look at these places. Wow! Wow! These are beautiful. So, like I was saying, the people here have been nothing but kind to me. My neighbors are super nice. Everyone has been so polite to me. I meet people at coffee shops and other events. It's really nice. So that's something I've really soaked in about life here. Let's talk about the houses for a second. Another thing on the list I want to talk about is the houses. Hello. By the way, let me just go back to what I was saying. You hear me saying hello over and over again. Why is that? That's because people keep waving at me because they're so nice. It's a really special feeling. I've not had that everywhere. Now, I definitely got that vibe in Oregon. I get it in Nevada. Coming from Southern California, it's just not the same. Okay, I want to make sure to show you some more of these houses before we keep going. But let's talk about housing. What are the houses like? Well, you have a lot of variety of houses here. You have beautiful, beautiful new homes like the ones I'm showing you right now. Right? These are new, they're nice, obviously there's a lot of new construction. Now, again, being an Eagle, I'm seeing that. Now, you're not going to see that everywhere you go. If you go in Boise, you're going to have a lot more older home options, which I know some of you love homes with character. Well, you definitely have those options. If you're looking for a fixer-upper or something to repair, you definitely have those options. If you're going to come out here to Eagle, you're going to come out to Star, you're going to have a lot of choices of new homes, especially depending on your budget. I mean, if you want to go up to $1 million plus, you're going to have a lot of options. If you're looking for something that's $400,000, you're going to have, right now, more options in the townhome market and things of that nature. It's just things are different. The market has certainly changed. You're not finding $150,000 or $200,000 homes anymore. Definitely, definitely different. By the way, if you look out there, you'll see some corn. Yeah, you still have agriculture. So you are going to also have that. If you're looking for land, horse property, things of that nature, you are going to have those options available too. But there's a reason I got a little off topic in the video, and that's because I'm going through this experience. And I'm having to see what it's like to make friends in a new place, and I have fortunately been able to do that. I am lucky in that I have people here that are good friends, solid people that I have around me. But when we're talking about the culture, yeah, you might be new in town, right? It's different. It's a very different experience. So to me, you can be happy wherever you live. You can find happiness anywhere. Idaho has been great for me in the sense that it's beautiful. It has places I can go work. I enjoy going to coffee shops. I enjoy meeting new people. The thing I love about this place is how nice everyone is. And for me, that has made things really great. Because coming from Southern California, where it's kind of a every man for himself, every woman for herself type of neighborhood, very different. By the way, check out this pond. Look at this. Wow. It's very different. But living here, coming here, experiencing things here, it's been quite positive. Look at this. There are people just out fishing right now. It's so nice. It's so peaceful, so calm, so relaxing. That is something I've really gotten out of it. I've been able to enjoy life here by working, focusing on exercising more, walking around these beautiful neighborhoods, taking tours, driving around a little golf cart. You know what? That's a part of life that I cannot have everywhere. And if you're looking for that lifestyle, that's available. If you're coming here as an entrepreneur and you want to build an empire, well, that might be something you're doing from home or from a co-working space, which fortunately are now available here as well. There were not so many co-working spaces before. But what I'm saying is, you come here for a family lifestyle. You come here for a peaceful, relaxing lifestyle. I wouldn't say that this is a place where an entrepreneur would want to go, right? If you want to learn more about that, reach out to me and I will tell you about some of my favorite places for entrepreneurs you young business hustlers out there, those who participate in hustle culture, I would choose a different location. There are definitely places that have a different energy, a different vibe, if you will. Okay, so this video was supposed to be about how I feel after living or having a place here just for a few years in Idaho. This golf cart's getting noisy. I hope you don't hear it in the video. But I will tell you that, it's getting a little noisier. I'll tell you, I think that life here is great. You can have a lot of fun. Sometimes I get a little bored, but I do, I'm an entrepreneur myself, obviously, making videos for you and doing things of that nature. So it just really depends on the lifestyle you want. For me, it is a lot of what I expected, and I did expect the people to be nice. I did discover new things. I discovered finger steaks of food that people eat here. I discovered fry sauce. I've never heard of fry sauce before, but I guess that's why you have the Boise Fry Company, right? Makes sense. Potatoes, right? Idaho is known for its potatoes. All right, everybody. This video was kind of all over the place. Part of it was because I did not expect to be in the cart, but I hope you've enjoyed it. And please make sure to reach out to me. If you are thinking of moving anywhere in the Treasure Valley, or even in the north, in Coeur d'Alene, or to the west, in Oregon, reach out, because we have teams that are standing by waiting to help you. All you have to do, send me an email, send me a text message, give me a call on the phone. We'll get you set up. The team will help you get the ball rolling to find a place. No matter what your budget, and whether you're looking for residential or commercial property, I want to talk to you. All right, everyone. Cannot wait to see you in the next video, and make sure that you tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell. And most importantly, leave me a comment. I love your comments. I love your insights. I love your opinions. Some of you are not so nice, but you know what? I still love it anyway. All right, everyone. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.